Okay, everybody, who's the big dummy that did not turn his microphone on when recording the off-season stuff? Me. I'm the big dummy. So, skipping ahead a little bit here. Welcome to episode 24 of my F1 Manager 2022 playthrough. Here's Mercedes. We're ready to start season 2 of our playthrough here in 2023. Starting with Bahrain a little bit, but first, let me catch you up with what's changed. Lewis, as stated plenty of times last season, he is in his final year in his contract. And I don't know if he's going to retire. If he doesn't retire, I just keep him on. I don't know. He's getting up there in years, but I don't think drivers really regress when they get older. So why wouldn't we keep him? So George's time slotting into the number 1 role might be put off in the future. Sorry, George. But we did have some moving around in the in the off season. No new drivers this season. Let's just take a look at the lineups here. Red Bull retained Verstappen and Perez. Ferrari retained Leclerc and Sainz. We obviously retained Hamilton and Russell. New to AlphaTauri, Pierre Gasly. Alpine stayed the same, Alonso and Ocon. Also stayed the same, McLaren, Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, what's pretty interesting now is going to Williams, Yuki Tsunoda. And I do like that they have new headshots on like their new driver suits. That's pretty fun. Williams actually has a brand new lineup, so they got Yuki Tsunoda and Mick Schumacher, who's now back in the Mercedes family. I think Williams still has Mercedes power plants. I wish you could look at that like you could in Motorsport Manager, but can't do that. Maybe that'll come in a later build. Who knows? Also moving and shaking, AlphaTauri has one weird lineup. It's Vettel, who, yes, went to the Red Bull Junior team, and Lance Stroll. Now, the thing is, AlphaTauri, their pace was really good from mid-season on, so this could be a surprise or a surprise lineup right here. Maybe Vettel could challenge for some more podiums. It's been a while since he's been on the podium. Haas has Kevin Magnussen, and slotting over is Nick Latifi. Another interesting decision there. And Aston Martin now has a brand new lineup of Alex Albon and Zhou Guanyu. Totally bizarre. Don't get it. Car analysis here. We did some improvements through the offseason. I thought we'd be the fastest. We're not. Because the problem is, we still have a Mercedes engine. So top speed is going to hurt us a little bit. Fastest one there is Red Bull, who's 375.4 kilometers per hour. Fast on the top speed. Just a little bit faster than us with the DRS, though, so we improved a little with our DRS. Cornering-wise, we are a better car than them. And that should definitely play a factor at Bahrain. Ferrari, though, is the better car in terms of cornering, but we're top of the charts in terms of high-speed cornering, though. Luckily for that, we're looking good, probably to fight for a podium from the get-go, given that medium speed's kingmaker at Bahrain. So that should work out pretty well for us. Got some other developments in the pipeline going as well. Got a new design project going for the chassis as well as the rear wing. Those will be done shortly after Bahrain. I don't know if we'll have them in time for Saudi Arabia, but hopefully that keeps development of the car for this season going. Our objective this season is to finish second or better. I definitely think we'll be able to do that. Actually, I think we might be able to contend for the title. Hopefully get Lewis's 8th Drivers' Championship, tying his record with Michael Schumacher. And George, hopefully, we can finally get him his first race victory this season. Only had 1 podium last year, so definitely want to improve on that. Race-wise, let's do some performance targets real quick. Definitely reaching Q2 and Q3. Qualifying, I think we can reach P4. So we'll do that. Finish position P4, that's cool with me. Finish position streak. We gotta finish at least 6th. We could do that. I think we could qualify at least 5th. 3 races in a row, so we should do good there. Car parts are all built onto the car. And yeah, here we go. Off to Bahrain. Sorry for kind of a short off-season thing, but again, I'm a dummy. He doesn't know when to plug in his microphone sometimes. stuff happens. On to Bahrain. Well, the first qualifying session of the 2023 season is in the books. Max Verstappen fastest, which is surprising because Ferrari's been the fastest throughout practice, and they got the fastest car. Well, Red Bull's got the fastest car in the straight, but Ferrari has the best handling car. A little concerned how fast Alfa Romeo is. Bottas is faster than Lewis, and Gasly is faster than George. We are P6 with Lewis, P9 with George. Eliminated Hassan, Nicholas, Latifi, both Aston Martins and both Williams. So, no real changes here. AlphaTauri kind of slow out of the gate, which is kind of surprising. I guess they did most of their research into last season's car. But off to Q2. Here comes everybody about to start their second flyer here at Q2. A little concerned with all our upgrades and with how good our car is supposed to be handling. We're not that fast this weekend. Actually, it might be a bit slower than we were last season. So, this could be a bit of a problem. I thought we'd be looking good for a drive for 8, but, you know, there's a lot that could change in the race. But, qualifying-wise in practice, just not with it. Got George in P7, Lewis Hamilton P10 on the bubble. Verstappen once again fastest, as McLaren's actually pretty strong here too. Verstappen going even faster in Sector 1. At least both of our guys got personal bests in the first sector. Perez on the outside looking in. He should bump in easily. So Lewis is going to have to improve on the second lap. Vettel looks like he's done, so he's not going to advance. Stroll, I don't think is going to improve. Go jump by both Alfa Romeos. Let's see what George does. Got one more corner left. Lewis doesn't improve Sector 2, but George does. So Verstappen goes even faster. All right, Lewis going to need a good lap here. Here comes George. See what he could do. George goes up to 8th. He's through to Q3. Comes Lewis. He'll go up to P7. So Lando's going to be through. Eliminated Ocon, Vettel, Ricciardo, Magnussen, and Stroll. Verstappen fastest by 0.2. Starting the final flyer in Q3 now. Verstappen again fast over Leclerc and Sainz. Perez 4th. Both Alfa Romeos faster than us. We do have, as you saw earlier, some upgrades in the works. Don't think they'll be ready in time for Saudi Arabia. Should be ready for Australia. Hopefully they'll claw us back to the front. Again, happy with the handling of the car. It's just we're so bad on the straights. That's what's really taking us out here. Someone locks up. Appears to be an Alpine. Has to be Alonso. It's only Alpine in Q3.
Is that a lockup?
Yes, it is. Let's see if we get George and Lewis to improve. They're a bit of a ways off Alfa Romeo, so. Let's see if we're improving at all. Oh, we're both improving in both sectors so far. Lewis off the final corner. Oh, goes faster, but he's still P7. And George stays the same, P8. Verstappen gonna be your pole sitter. We're qualified P7 and P8 looks like. Don't think Alonso's gonna go any faster. Let's see. Yep, he stays 10th. Well, we're gonna have to conserve the tires a little bit. I am actually a little worried about tire tread there. what could potentially happen. So you know what? Actually, probably just go with a 2-stopper here. I don't think our car can save tread that well. And the thing is, I don't think we have 2 sets of softs that are good. So you know what? We'll go option C for George. Maybe we'll just try a 1-stopper with Lewis. I don't know. We'll just kind of vary things up a little. See, but it's going to be like the same pace. That's the problem. Gonna have to drag this back a little bit. And that should be fine. Off to the race.
Go.
Alright, 2023 season is upon us. Max Verstappen on pole. 2-time reigning world champion.
Lights out, and away
Lights
we
are
go.
out here for this 57 lapper. Claire's going to have a good run down the inside, maybe. Oh, ooh, Sainz got held up pretty good. Claire to the lead. As, ooh, we should probably not push off the bat here. Lewis up to P6 already. Up around Gasly.
Lifting coast just a little.
Claire holding the serve up front. Again, that Ferrari should be much faster than Red Bulls here. Won't be surprised to see Leclerc just run away with it. Everybody starting on the softs. See if we get around Bottas here. It's already a gap in the front. I guess with Sainz getting held up there, he's already second behind Perez. So here comes Lewis. Oh, he's still fighting. Come on. Come on, go get it. Go get it. There, that's P5. Very good. George trying to take a look at Gasly here. Trying to get some separation over Norris. Verstappen keeping pace with Leclerc. Verstappen, the defending winner of this race. It looks like Gasly's taking a look around his teammate. Maybe we're just staggered out a little. Oh no, they're side by side. There goes Gasly. But a lot more spread out than it was last season, so interesting to see all the different car paces. 'Cause last year was just kind of a big old train, so. I need Lewis to find a way around signs. See if we go get it. We should have DRS open up here in a little bit at the start finish. Oh, Lewis taking a look to the inside. I think he's going to get alongside him. Trying. Nope. Got held up there. Same move that Sainz lost out on, so. He's trying. DRS should be open up here. 2-car breakaway up front as Perez falling off a little bit. And Sainz is falling off Perez. There's DRS. Probably going to be a 2-car dogfight again. Except last season it was Sainz and Verstappen. We're going to be McLaren Verstappen here. Obviously, so clear as your leader. So Lewis more than the second off sides. He's got Bottas and Gasly right behind him. George is falling off a little bit. He's trying to fend off this train. Not off to a great start. Definitely not where I thought we'd be. Might just be about survival these first 2 rounds. I'm surprised about all that research was poured into this car. This is as good as it is. Verstappen gets up around Leclerc. Probably be a 2-car DRS train between them as George loses out to Lando there.
Yeah, cool. There's only so much I can do.
So now Lewis also loses out to Bottas. Not happy. Not happy at all. The setup wasn't quite fully there with George, but Lewis at least seemed pretty happy with his car. Get a pass here. Lost another spot. Alonso gets by Norris and us. George is at risk of falling out of the top 10. Not promising for the guy who's supposed to be the #1 if Lewis does retire here. Lewis gets back around Bottas, very good. We're still a second and a half off from Sainz, and there goes Bottas again. Nope, wait, I think we're going to keep it. No, fall in line. George locked up, goes off, going to lose a lot of time because that's the way how this track is. So I'll be back P15 now.
Oh, big lock up there.
That's fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Hooray. This car's not damaged, but still. Hooray.
Really well executed.
Lewis still fighting with 2 Alfa Romeos, but falling further away from the top 4. Perez in P3, now 3 seconds behind the dueling duo of McLaren and Verstappen. So we're just going to be fighting off the Alfa Romeos here. Another car ran wide sector 2. Not sure who that was.
Look at that. They've
Was
run
Ricardo.
wide.
Moving ahead a little bit. Sainz been in the battle with Perez. Was able to track Sergio back down. So he's now 4.5 seconds back of Verstappen, but still 2-car breakaway up front. Someone else locked up. That appears to be a McLaren. Safety car. I think it's way too early though. Ooh.
Was that a crash? Multiple cars, I think.
There was a Haas
Let's
involved
take a
at
look
least.
At the replay. Now just focus on the Haas.
Ooh, big hit.
You can clearly see the contact there.
AlphaTauri
and that
involved.
caused a lot of damage.
I think there was some McLaren too.
That's
Took out a
going
lot
to
of
be
people.
A big blow to the team.
Wow.
Will they be able to recover?
Safety car, safety car.
All right, we got Ricardo out, Stroll's out, Magnussen's got a penalty. Do we want to pit? I think we can make this work, actually. Might be able to go the hards and just kind of push for a bit? I don't know. We could try something with George here. They're stuck in the back anyway. So, yeah, what we'll try doing... It's going to be risky on a one-stopper anyway, but... Well, let's go to the medium now. And we're just going to try. That's it.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
I don't think anyone else is going to be pitting.
Box, box, box.
Yes, box.
Again, with George, we're so far back anyway, might as well just try something. Looks like everyone else staying out up front. Anybody? Nope. No one's going to be staying out. Here comes George, though. Magnuson also pitting, but he had damage from the crash. Hopefully get out ahead of Schumacher here, but I think we'll probably just go to the tail end. Yes, we did. Alright, hopefully just get caught up in time. Alright, safety car's coming in right here. Let's go ahead and start pushing.
In this lap.
Understood.
Go, Leclerc gets a good getaway there.
In.
Stay up and look to the inside already. I think he'll be there.
Gonna push hard.
Copy.
It's gonna be close right there. Nope, Claire holds him off. Let's just work on overtakes here, basically.
An overtake will be available.
Oh, there's P16 for George. Hangs on to it.
So Phil broke your A game here. Well done. Proud of you.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Good news is, with the caution there, it allows us to extend the stint a little. Though we might still come in on the optimal lap for Lewis. Maybe we'll actually come in a little bit earlier to get some clean track. So, there's that to consider. We're pretty lucky to catch that safety car, looks like, so. See if Lewis can make anything work here. George gets another spot up to P15 around the Aston Martin of Zhou.
It's a race
Just
position
keep on
gain
moving.
for Mercedes.
Lewis up to P5 around the Alfa Romeos. See if they hang on to Perez.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
This pit window going to open up at one lap. Again, might come in early before that optimal lap, so. Start dialing that back a little.
Just gonna need some lift and coast.
should get some DRS open here in a little bit. I think as they take the line here, probably.
Save fuel.
Good head.
2-car breakaway again, Leclerc and Verstappen. And there's DRS.
Enable.
Magnussen with another issue. Looks like he ran wide.
Locked up.
Locked up in turn
Here's the
7. Let's just
replay.
take a look.
All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
Not been a good day for the veteran Haas driver. Not a good day at all. He was about to fall out of DRS range. See if we could deploy, get up there a little bit. Pop that wing open. Let's go.
You have overtake.
That should help matters.
Coming.
See if George can get one more spot here. DRS is open now. We did improve how fast we are with DRS, so this should work out. We should get Albon right here. Go, P14
Good
for
job there.
George. For this, we're actually going to prep to come into the pits now. Going to go on the hard tire. There you go.
Fabulous, so we'll box.
So this lap.
Let's keep carrying out. George got more natural pace than Latifi, so
this job.
should get there no problem. Up to P13 now around Sonoda.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Let's go ahead, turn the fuel up a little bit.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
There you go. Still got the DRS on Latifi. I have a pass squared up. There we go. P12. We're still hanging out in the train right here. Coming in,
It's a
switching
race
to the hard
position
tire.
gained for Mercedes.
See if anyone else pits. Carlos Sainz coming in. Also got Lando and Fernando Alonso coming in. Hard tires on. Sainz going to the hard as well. Norris going to the hard. Alonso going to the hard. Schumacher, who cares? 4.8 seconds. Yeah, our pit crew is not good this year. I don't know if I mentioned that in the pre-race off-season recap, but we have to do some investment in our pit crew
And think about let's lift and coast.
because they fell off a cliff in the off-season. Look at that, came out 3.5 seconds behind Sainz. It may have been with some other cars coming through the pit lane though, so definitely consider that. So a bit of a gap for Lewis right now at the moment, but George, about 3.5 seconds off of Ocon, next car for position. Get the 3-car breakaway up front. Leclerc over both Red Bulls. And we'll see him come in the pits very soon. There goes
More
Verstappen.
lift and coast.
Yeah.
Vettel also coming in the pits. Verstappen will go to the mediums.
So Verstappen in the pit lane now.
Verstappen's down the way. Let's see what Vettel goes to. Vettel going the hards. So Verstappen's so far the only guy going to the mediums. See if Lewis can get anywhere close. No, he's not. P13, his sign's going to be about a second and a half behind Verstappen. So last to come in the pits here.
And think about
Probably going to be
increasing
Leclerc,
lifting coast just a
Bottas,
little.
or Leclerc,
Yep.
Perez, and both Alfa Romeos. Max is even currently ahead from Verstappen, but again, he had to pit. He had to take tires along with fixing damage, so he can hold up Verstappen from George. Perez now coming to the pits, leaving Leclerc out there on his own. Bottas coming in as well, leaving Gasly out. Let's see, both Red Bulls going on the mediums. Okay. Bottas also going to the medium. See if any spots I can pick off of Lewis here, as George is up to P3 now. Lewis back up to P9. So if anything, we lost positions. So George might end up getting our best result here, because Lewis is going to have to pit as well. So George has already got the gap on everybody. Still ahead of Magnussen by 7 seconds, George is. You know, Lewis, we actually probably turn this up just a little bit.
Just push.
Understood.
Because should have plenty of tread by the time we come into pits. Let's just hope he doesn't make a mistake. Leclerc finally coming to the pits. Should have Gasly coming in as well. That's going to cycle George to the lead, who's 7 seconds clear of Verstappen. Leclerc going to go to the mediums. I think Verstappen's going to get one hell of an undercut right here. Is Gasly also coming in? He has not made it into the stall yet. Gasly also going to the medium. See how long George can hang on here.
Now watch
Well, able
this.
to make up
Lewis
some
Hamilton
ground
involved
here.
in this one.
Gasly came out of the pits just ahead of Vettel.
And
He'll make
there
some
they
progress
go,
there, as you can
moving
see.
up a
Just got
position.
around Pierre
Just
Gasly.
incredible maneuvering.
As Gasly came out of the pits just ahead of
I think
Hamilton.
it's safe to say that went
So up to
down
P8
well.
right now. Still got some ground to make up, but we should be in the DRS range just about. Actually, no, we're a little bit off. Let's deploy, get up to Valtteri a little bit, push on the tires again. Because we want to at least beat the Alfa Romeos. Gap up front, meanwhile, with George. Just a 5 1/4 seconds clear of Verstappen. As Verstappen, now 4 seconds clear of Leclerc. Who looks like he's going to be in a battle here with Perez and Sainz. So Verstappen looking pretty good here. Probably going to cruise to victory to the Bahrain Grand Prix for a second year in a row.
A look up on the track. Let's see.
And
what
there goes
happened
Leclerc.
there. Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Screwed up in Brazil, screwed up
Just
in
a
Abu
bit too
Dhabi,
heavy on
and
the
starts the
brakes,
season
and
off
They've locked up.
by locking up at turn 13 and loses a ton of time.
And the team had such high hopes today.
Yes, they did. Best car, and their
Just charge
driver
the
just
pack.
throws it away again. Meanwhile, charging the pack with Lewis, who's depleted the battery.
Mercedes moved up
As
a
we're
place.
just about getting up to Bottas. Should hopefully be in range here. Let's see if we pop the wing open with Lewis. Looking at the wrong guy. He had the wing open, so hopefully get a little bit closer here.
So no need to charge the pack.
Magnussen's
Looks
starting
like
to fall
that
by the
was a
wayside,
position gained for Alfa Romeo.
as both Alphas and Lewis are slowly catching up here, as Sainz and Perez are also closing on them. It's going to be a super train here. Verstappen closing on George, 2 1/4 seconds back. George just going to keep on cruising right now. As Lewis should be getting DRS on... Ooh, someone ran wide. No DRS there.
Oh, did someone run wide?
Albon
there?
runs wide turn 14. New season. And Williams and Aston still crap. Gap from Verstappen and Russell now less than 2 seconds. As Leclerc now 5 seconds behind both Alfa Romeos and Lewis. Should be getting DRS range here though, so all hope is not lost for Lewis. Go, wings open.
Fastest lap.
Lewis got the fastest lap, and we got a head of steam coming here. Looking around the left, pass around the outside. That's how you get passed on. P5 for Lewis, and still charging.
That's what Lewis.
Sainz and Perez are fighting. Verstappen now under a second away from George. It wasn't going to last up here forever, but still happy with the strategy we're on. Probably not coming in for another, I don't know, maybe 35. Should make the hards go from there. Next, taking a look. And there he goes, back to the lead here in Bahrain. Out of the bag with Lewis to minimize a risk, or a chance of a risk here or whatever.
Red Bull moved up.
Just keep carrying on.
Now, just watch the Mercedes.
Making it work here. Pass down the inside for Lewis here in lap 27. So it's up to P4 now, as he also just got around Carlos. So Mercedes P2, P3.
Moved up a place.
Might just strategy your way
now.
into being the second best team here. Which, hey, I'll take it. Probably gonna get swallowed up right here though. As George now falling off of Max because Max's pace is just that great. 3.5 seconds off of Max. About 5 seconds clear of this train right here. Carlos taking a look around the left. He's got it. Or not. Well defended there. Just past halfway here, 28 laps to go in Bahrain. Current look at the standings. Verstappen, your current leader, 6 seconds ahead of George, who himself's 3 seconds ahead of the train of Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Bottas, and Gasly. Also in the top 10, got Kevin Magnussen for Haas, Charles Leclerc, who's not making up that much time, has fallen into the clutches of this train behind him. But Charles Leclerc P9, Fernando Alonso P10. Fighting for the points here, just behind these guys. Lando, Esteban Ocon, and Vettel. Best of the rest, stuck back here. Well, George's about to fall into the clutches of the field here. I think he's just about due to come in for a stop. We have him go one more lap here, and then we'll bring him in for the hard tire, which will take him to the end, no problem. Yeah, only 2 seconds separates George and the rest of the pack now, but Max Verstappen now has a 9.5 second lead, picking up right where he left off last season. Alright, let's prepare the move. Go on the hard tire.
Box, box.
Yes, box.
Lewis, meanwhile, still fighting right here. Holds the spot. Very good. Hopefully that allows Signs to get swallowed up a little bit. As Botched is there taking a look. Gap from George to Sergio, now 1 second, so this is probably the best time for us to pit. Magnussen might come out here pretty good. Imagine he'll be coming in pretty soon. So after totally bowling everybody over, might end up getting points out of it. George coming in this lap. Got plenty of clean track. We'll probably push on the hards a little bit. Hope he doesn't lock up or go wide or anything. Again. There goes the train. 2.8. So I guess Lewis's slow stop earlier was because of the being held up in traffic, so. Anyways. Alright, let's go ahead, put that to aggressive.
Pick up the pace.
But probably only push for 1 lap here with George.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
Alright, Lewis is now within his pit window.
Keep up.
Still hanging out with the train up here. Question is when we're going to bring him in. Can bring him in a little early to go into the medium. We get a pace advantage of clean air. May just go 1 more lap with him. Should have enough pace to push a little bit, as we did with George, who we've now dialed back. George should be good to the end. I just keep pushing with Lewis here for a little. Gets around the P2, very good. Ooh, Sergio taking a look back. That's all we needed. And Sergio gonna take it right back.
Gained for Mercedes.
Decisions.
Red Bull moved up.
Leclerc, meanwhile, back up to P7. Slowly clawing his way back up to this train right here. And he can find his way back up to P2. Not gonna make it easy for him though.
This is awesome work, come on.
George kind of losing the pace still. So I don't think the undercut's going to work here. Might have to go a bit longer. So we'll be cool with that. Yellow flag sector 2,
Yeah,
what
here we go.
happened? Verstappen ran wide
Let's
turn
take a look at the
14 on
replay.
his zone.
Now here we see Max Verstappen.
It doesn't
They're
make him
forced
stop
wide.
though. Boo. It's like that'd be nice if it shrunk the lead a little bit, but that's not going to be the case here. Everyone's still staying out. Nobody moving just yet. So you're just going to get the pass around for P2. Vettel coming in.
Losing ground.
Okay, gonna go with the undercut here. Here comes George, gonna go right past Vettel, who is switching into the mediums. George goes flying past. Try pushing one more lap with George. See if we can
Nice
shrink
push
the
hard
gap
now.
just a little bit.
Copy.
Reduce, lift ankles.
Copy.
Those will probably keep out just a few more laps. Taking a look around Sergio around the outside power move. Hopefully that holds up the Red Bull. I guess it's not going to do it that lap.
It's a race position gained for a Mercedes.
See if anyone else comes in right here. Nope, everyone's still staying out. Ooh, lost 2 there. Oh well.
Red Bull gained a place.
Get that DRS back, there you go. Put you back to neutral there, George. Did a good job there. Closed it to about 21 seconds. Science now fights his way up to P2. We're still 15 seconds back from Max. Speaking of Max, coming in the pits now. Should be going back to the soft, I think. Yep. So he should take fastest lap back, no problem. Bottas and Leclerc also coming in the pits. So they're going on the softs, looks like.
Leclerc in the pit lane now.
Ocon also pitting. They're on the softs. As Ocon's also going on the softs. Lewis, I think if we keep going, we might be able to go to the hards. Verstappen comes out of the pits, only 6 seconds behind these guys. George jumps Leclerc, Bottas. Imagine that won't last. It's currently up to P9.
Looks like there's been a
Some
lock
goes
up.
wide, Schumacher turn 10. I think everybody's going to softs here. Maybe we'll have to do that too. George is going to be sitting duck on the hard tire though. Yeah, we took a chance. Claire's already in DRS the range. Gotta try something with George, especially with the him running wide earlier. Perez and Sainz also pitting. Yeah, same as Gasly. Let's see what these guys do. They're all going on the softs.
Perez in the pit lane.
Yeah, they're all going soft.
Nice cushion.
Okay, let's go. We'll try it. I don't like the idea of it, but whatever. Leclerc gets around Russell finally. This guy's just going to be a sit and duck on these hard tires.
Ferrari advance the race position.
Here comes Lewis with 15 to go. There goes Max. Soft tire going on 2.8 seconds. Came here hitting 2.5s last season. Lando and Alonso also coming in the pits. Who should exit right with his train, actually? Nope, losing some spots there. No, comes out right in the train. Okay, that's not bad. Just gonna run at average pace here. Should take him right to the end. He's cycling through. Actually, Magnussen still has to pit. And so he's taking those hard tires as long as he could go. Should cycle through George P4, Lewis P6. Magnussen finally pitting, getting out of the way. So cycling through now.
Fastest.
George now fastest man on track.
Copy.
See how long that lasts. There we go. Mason going on softs. Looks like he probably will not be scoring points today. Everybody should be completed with their pit service. So Verstappen, when all is said and done here, lead by 17.5 over a train that stretches from P2 to P8. Time to go for Max now. 18-second lead. Tires should be equaling out here as a bunch of people on the softs, their tires are now actually worse off than George's are. So that should work out okay. Lewis has the freshest softs of anybody. It's very good.
And think about left lifting
Turn
coast.
the fuel up with George and Lewis here. See if we make anything work here.
Let's lift and coast.
Copy.
Looks like Lewis nearly got hit by Bottas there. It's like Australia last year. So we're aiming for no repeat of that.
Let's take
Well,
a look
McLaren
at
had
the
some
McLaren.
good pace in qualifying and practice,
It's a
but Lando
lockup,
goes way
and
wide.
That could be costly.
Gonna lose a lot of track position there, and that's probably gonna send McLaren's points chances for today down the toilet. As Ricardo's out, and Lando's now 3 seconds behind Ocon, who holds the final points position. Up front, hopefully, I'm waiting on these guys to burn their softs completely off. I think there is a chance that could happen, as George may be able to get his way onto the podium. So here it was thinking we were a sit and duck on these hard tires. Just might work out. Clarence follows his way back up to the podium, P2. It's Max's race to lose. Then again, I've seen weirder things in this save, so Max could very well bin it. Lewis just gets up around Carlos Sainz for P5.
Moved up a place.
Let's take a look at a
Let's
replay of
have a
that
look.
real quick.
Now, just watch the Mercedes here.
Good old DRS. I'm so happy we got that better. And hopefully the rear wing makes it even better. That's unveiled again. That should be ready for Australia.
Moving up a place there. Excellent work from them.
I actually think we got a decent foundation here.
The team watching on and clear.
For Saudi Arabia at least. So hope for good things there. Starting to get a little low on fuel, so we'll just dial that back just a smidge.
Increase lift and coast.
Probably turn that up again before the end of this thing. As it looks like Lewis and Carlos fighting, it's going to shake them off of George. He's just going to stay behind Leclerc and Perez here. Oh, never mind. I think they're getting held up by a lapped car. That should bring them back.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Looks like it's Schumacher. Sainz gets back around Hamilton. He's now fending off Bottas. Hopefully they're okay. Saving up some ERS. We'll go for the overtake as the laps wind down here. As Leclerc may be just out of DRS range from Perez. Yes, he is. There comes George around the outside. Up to the podium. If we kick his season off with a podium, that's going to be very good. He's only had one last year for us, and you know we're expecting a lot more than that. So this is back up in the P5.
Gained for Mercedes.
It's coming to 6 to go right here. Just got to turn these back up. Sergio go by, no problem there. I guess he couldn't get a good run off the corner. Probably a sitting duck here.
Ferrari.
3 to go for Verstappen. He's off to a 22nd lead. Leclerc's now got a 2-second lead, so he should have second place locked up. See what's going to happen with this train right here. This will just harvest for now. Hopefully just get
So
something
3
back.
laps remaining.
George tried doing the same thing.
Discharge that pack.
Trying to get as much as we can, then go for an overtake at the end.
Charge the pack.
Okay.
That one corner should be good enough for George. Let's try charging it one more time.
Charge.
Copy.
Yeah, so it's almost out trying the softs. So whoever leads after this corner coming up should be the one to hang on to the position in the final lap, so hopefully it can keep Sergio behind right here. Oh, there he goes. Have to work this out right. Let's get back to neutral.
So stop and charge.
Okay.
Two to go for Verstappen now.
Rear's dropping a little bit.
I kind of figured.
Okay.
Got other people who are having bad tires as well. Sainz should be struggling. Verstappen should be struggling too. Whoa! Bit of a wild look by Carlos there.
Lift and coast.
I think it's just the way how the computer and the game just has that overtake attempt looking in turn 1. George trying to take a look. George might actually go ahead and turn this up. Hopefully it works out okay.
So use these tires.
Copy.
Hopefully get fend off, but pass from Perez. After this corner, we'll just push on the tires a little bit more. Good exit there. Just gonna take a look. It's not gonna get there. Very good. Lewis up to P5 with DRS. There you go. Let's go ahead and deploy that. Verstappen takes the white flag. Last year just barely won over Carlos Sainz. This year on his way to a commanding victory.
Tires are getting hot.
Okay, copy. Keep pushing, one more lap.
Right here. No launch there. Set that to defend. Got Lewis set to deploy to get away from Sainz. Check that, keep away there. Us going with a hard tire actually paid off at the end. So I don't think Perez is going to be anywhere close to make a lunge. This guy's just falling off. I don't know if Lewis could get close enough to maybe get P4.
So we're
Out of
low
battery.
battery at the moment.
Yep.
Extra Verstappen coming off the final corner, kicking the season off right here in 2023. Wins the Bahrain Grand Prix for a second year in a row. Bid for championship number 3, starting off on the right foot.
Max
Charles Leclerc is
Verstappen
going to have
over the finish
P2
line
locked up,
and
looks like.
today's winner.
As George going to kick his season off right
Watch out
by
for the
getting
RS.
on the podium.
Yeah.
First of the season, second for Mercedes, third of his career. As Lewis gets P5. Round out top 10 there, Carlos Sainz, Bottas, Gasly. Vettel's finally getting some points back for AlphaTauri. There you go. He's got it over Esteban Ocon. Well, getting fast lap there was Verstappen. I actually should not have been surprised, but oh well. George gains 5 spots again on the podium. Very good. Outside the top 10 had Alonso, Norris, Magnussen, Latifi, Tsunoda, Albon, Joe Guan Yu, Schumacher, and DNFing, Ricardo, and Stroll. Driver standings, you know, it's about what you'd expect there. Constructors sitting third, just behind Ferrari. Then got some work to do, some upgrades coming out of the car. Should be ready for Australia though, but Red Bull leading the way by 12 points over Ferrari, 13 points over us, 4th place Alfa Romeo, 5th place AlphaTauri, and Alpine gets 1 solitary point. Back to HQ. Hey, the rear wing's done. Very good. I'll actually work on manufacturing that right now. Oop, hang on. Oop, not that. That's what I want to click. Okay. I want 2 of these done. Again, this should make cornering a little bit better. It's actually we're getting passed up a little bit, but that's okay. Manufacture 6 of these. We call emergency. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Takes a little bit away from the cost cap, but that's okay. So it's going to be installed on the cars. We'll be good to go there in a bit. Chassis design will be complete once the race weekend starts, but can't do anything with that until Australia. What do we want to work on now? Underfloor is always a good thing to work on, so let's do that. I think we'll just dump all our effort into this underfloor. Like, all of it. This should definitely help the handling. It'll help the top speed. But I'm mostly worried about the top speed, so... that'll make us faster. That'll work. we're assigned there. Gonna have to rush this. Because I don't want to wait 62 days. We'll wait 41 days. That'll work out. Okay. So that's in the works. Got a driver development point. Let's go ahead and burn that on George. Actually got one for Nick as well. More about the plan for Nick in next episode. I'll go into that. Let's see. You're going to work on smoothness. Still 75 overall. George, you're going to work on cornering. That should hopefully help you a little bit. Staff upgrades. Everybody's can be upgraded here. Technical Chief, Mike Elliott, you're going to be... Let's improve how good you are on the suspension. That should help. Head of Arrow. Cooling. Hey, you're rated 84 now. Neat. Race engineers. Crew management. Need to work on that. Because they're slacking a little bit. Work on that for the both of you. And that'll do it for this episode. Glad to get Season 2 underway. Sorry for the short look at the off-season, but it would have been me looking at a bunch of menus anyway. So, maybe it all kind of worked out for the best. But, yeah, a little bit behind where we need to be right now. We need to be better than either Ferrari or Red Bull. Hopefully, the new rear wing helps a little bit. Chassis should help a little bit. And the new underfloor, when that's done, that'll definitely come in clutch for us. But, yeah, up and at it. Off to Saudi Arabia next. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.